All right, here we are again, coming to you live from the Toyota Camry Studios. It's me, Hillary, with episode 3 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This was titled Bougie and the Beast. Bougie and the Beast. Hey, hallelujah. Glory to God. So, child, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. If you're a vegan, let's get into the portobello mushrooms and spinach of the episode. I think that's right. I want to be all-inclusive. I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay. So, we see Kimmy and Maurice. They are headed to meet up with Mel, Martell, and Tisha because they are going to have a comeback group meeting about the property that they purchased and everything they're going to do with it. So everybody arrives, and of course, because Mel did not come to Kimmy's bridal shower, that's pretty much the first question that Kimmy asked.
I miss you at the shower. I miss me at the shower too.
You miss me at the shower too? What happened?
Well, you know, my invitation, I guess, was rescinded. What does that mean?
Girl, if you didn't want to go, just say you didn't want to go. Just say you don't feel Kimmy like that. I don't know what it is between those two, but it's something going on. Maybe we'll find out as the season progresses, but there just seems to be a lot of shade going back and forth between those two. But, of course, this kind of sets the meeting off on the wrong foot, and it kind of goes left just from the jump because of the personal stuff that they have going on. So they really can't get to the business part until they get the personal out of the way. I'm just over here like, just be business partners. You only got to be friends. Everybody just get money, okay? So they sit down and have the meeting. So Maurice, Kimmy, and Tisha kind of feel like the Holts are being a little shady.
What I assumed is that what we would do is we would get competitive offers, same material, same workmanship, to find out what's the market. I know the market.
So if you're building a house for that, what's your intention on what you're making?
That's not y'all business.
So here's my thing. I feel like since if you already are going into this group or coming back together and there's been some kind of shady dealings, it seems like there needs to be full transparency across the board. So after we get back from the commercial break, we cut to the guys. They're smoking cigars and carrying on, and they are talking about relationships, mainly talking about Martell and Melody.
Yeah, see what I'm gonna get for this anniversary. Yeah, what are y'all doing? We don't have time to do anything. No. For 10 years? Unacceptable. No, can't happen. Well, first of all, tell me don't have time. No, bro. I can't even need to make some time. It's 10 years. That matters.
I'm just getting out of the doghouse right now. So if Melody says that she don't want to do anything for our 10th anniversary, I have to follow her lead.
Here's the thing. Women are very complex creatures. Melody might have said she don't want to do anything for her anniversary, and 99% of her may actually feel that way. However, it's probably that little 1% that she's like, even though I said I don't want to do nothing, like, is he gonna surprise me with something? Like, dude, do something. Y'all done been through a rough time. Like, don't let your anniversary just go by. If y'all coming back from adultery and y'all making it, celebrate it. But, child, that's their relationship. That's not mine. I just find that kind of crazy. Next, we cut to Kimmy and Letitia. They are on the way to their best friend's house, Mel. They are having to use Waze to get there because, you know, they've never been over their best friend's house. So they get to Mel's house, and Mel has it set up for them to get massages. They sipping champagne and carrying on. And they start talking about where their friendship fell off.
Clear. You being told that I was complaining on your 10-year vow renewal about pictures. Something you never brought to me and said to me or asked me about. And you allowed that to be a turning point in our friendship?
No.
That's psyche. No.
And they tell Mel that she got a little bougie.
Yourself to here, and you're just elevated. This Mel is different from the Mel that we met initially.
I can't help that I am moving in my career and that I am,
okay.
you know,
But don't hate on me when I say it's different.
The problem is when you're bougie about it.
bougie. I'm really offended. To me, bougie is someone who holds their head up and looks down on others, and that's not who I am.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little bougie. I think everybody got their little bougie ways. I got mine. Hell, I won't step foot in a Walmart. Okay? I only go to Targets. So, no, but I think everybody have their ways, and I don't feel like there's so much of a negative connotation with the word. Like, I find humor in it, whatever. But one thing I did notice when they were having this conversation, you know, Mel said that there was nothing in her life that changed and would make her start acting that way. I have to disagree, because, you know, when you gotta review this stuff and you watch it, like I watched it twice last night, I kind of got to pick up on some things and pick up on a little bit more. That's why I watch it twice before I start saying shit about it. But yeah, Mel, something did change in your life. Your husband had an affair, and that's no shade. Like, I'm just stating the fact. So I don't know if it was necessarily Mel being bougie, but it kind of seems like she could have possibly started overcompensating because there was foolery and shenanigans going on in her marriage. But I will say this, like, the reason why I like this show, I like the immediate conflict resolution. If this was like a Housewives, this argument would drag out for 20 episodes. Like, they can make somebody being 5 minutes late to an event drag out 20 episodes. So I like that they all hugged it out. Well, Tisha and Mel hugged it out. You know, Mel's trying to, I guess, make up a little bit with Tisha, and she calls to invite Tisha to a gala, darling. No, but she calls to invite her to a luncheon.
And, you know, it'll just be a great networking opportunity for you. I invited Tisha and not Kimmy, because didn't Kimmy say at the spot party that going to galas, that's bougie? So yeah, no, I didn't invite her. Girl.
So immediately when Tisha gets invited to, you already know Marsau about to lose his mind.
Hey, cutie pie.
Hey, what's up?
I am actually going to play golf.
Are you going to go play golf right now?
That was the plan.
Well, actually, I was looking to see if maybe you can watch the kids for me for a little bit.
Because Tisha can't do anything resembling work outside of the house. But this man is really like throwing a tantrum, throwing a whole fit about this lady going out for 2 hours and about having to watch the kids. And I'm just like, it's only 2 hours for a luncheon. You were about to head out to golf. Like, how often do you get your golf days? And she just trying to go have a little lunch, shoot a little shit with the ladies. Well, those type of ladies, they don't shoot shit, honey. You know, they were networking, okay? And so I will play devil's advocate just a little bit for Marsau. Bitch, just a little bit, okay? Like, you know, with the problems that Mel and Martell have had, I could see how Mel, being the person that is trying to take Tisha out into this new life, could be alarming for him, being where Mel and Martell are. So I could see where he would be kind of like scared when it comes to that, but I don't think he's thinking that way. So that kind of throws that whole argument out the window. Tisha and Mel, they start heading to the luncheon, and they start talking about Tisha and Marsau and roles and everything, and trying to get Tisha out, yada, 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 blase, blase. And then Tisha asks Mel how her and Martell are doing.
Oh, everything's going fine. We've experienced some up and downs, but we're in a very good spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are in a very good spot. Kind of feel like it's back to how it was when we first got together.
Now, I don't know the timeline and how many months everything is shot apart. But girl, I can just go off last episode, which was a week ago. And a week ago, you were saying that, I mean, it was basically looking like she was about to leave this man. But I don't, again, this is a show. Stuff could be shot out of series. And there could have been a little bit of time for them to work things out. And stuff could have gotten better. So we get to the luncheon. Can I just say, I love the way that Melody Holt works a room. So during the luncheon, you know, Tisha starts talking about like just what she wants to do, and just to make herself feel better. And Mel's encouraging her, and then we get a flash to Marsau and the kids.
Dad, have you seen Mom?
She's out at a business meeting.
So are you gonna cook?
MJ, you're a grown man. You can cook.
You seem to be so stuck in these traditional roles of what a man should do and what a woman should do. I mean, should he know how to cook in your eyes? Because it didn't seem like you knew what you were doing. So why would you expect for your son to do something that you're not doing? And this was just kind of one of those parts where I was hoping that they were kind of playing this up a little bit for the camera, because the fact that he did not know that his child was allergic to peanuts, and he told him to get a peanut butter sandwich, child, it was not a good look. Like, I hope, because I think there's episodes, this is episode 3, I hope this progresses in a good place for him, because I don't like where this part of the story is going, because honestly, he kind of looking like an ass. So then we go back to the luncheon. Tisha asked me how her and Martell makes the whole power couple thing work, and Mel said she has a supportive husband and he lets her do what she does. Now, the shady part of me was thinking, I bet he did, because he wants you not around so much so he can do what he do. But no, the rational part of me was like, I mean, she has a point. Like, you do have to be partners. The kids shouldn't solely be on Letitia. You know, maybe work shouldn't solely be on Marsau. Maybe everybody can share in everything.
Already figured it out. That's what a plan is there for. We came up with something that we said will work. And we went 100% boom. We're going to go this way together. Now, with me running 100% this way, you're saying, hey, I don't feel like going this way no more. You told me you wanted to go this way. That's why I'm going this way. The only reason why we're doing this is because this is what we decided. I didn't make this decision unilaterally.
Well, mainly.
The plan that he is talking about, that he envisioned, that he says is working, like, obviously it's not working for her. It's not working for your partner. And if Tisha is telling you that she is not happy with what's going on, like, why can't you hear her? That was so frustrating because he was just not hearing her, and he was calling her selfish. And it was like, well, you seem to be able to do whatever you want to do. So why can't she go out for 2 hours on a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was, to a little luncheon, to network and meet some more people? No, she was to work out this whole 5-year plan that he says they have. Maybe she can start taking little steps, and by the time the 5-year plan is done, she can hit the ground running, and she won't be starting from ground zero. Like, I just seen it happen too many times with women that give themselves completely to their marriage, give themselves completely to their kids. Like, I'm just kind of thinking he might want to let her just go out and work like she want to do before she hits some kind of midlife crisis and the outcome is worse. Repression is serious. If you repress yourself, child, bad things can happen. Bad things manifest. So you got to get all this shit out. I think that's it for this week. Another good episode. Hopefully everyone is watching. I saw it trending on the Twitters. And hopefully to get renewed for another season. But that's it. That's all I got. I got to get in here to work, child. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. Hey, Carlos. Bye.